how are you thinking about social media, and what does social media brand name recognition and social media presence mean to you?
So it's a good question. So there, in the old days, the analog days, there is no silver bullet, right? When you're building your brand, you're building name recognition, and you want to sort of build that trust and reputation. It's a building block process, and the same applies in social media. You have to understand that building your brand on any of these online channels takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight, and it takes frequency, right? So constantly be out there with value added information, and expect that over time people are going to see you over and over and over again providing this value added information, and then they're going to start to recognize you as the brand, as the local expert.
When it comes to social media, what are the channels in which real estate professionals should be focused on? Is it just Facebook?
It's Facebook, it's LinkedIn, and obviously Instagram now too, right? So I think those are sort of the three pillars at a minimum that you need to be thinking about. And that's where we focus at WikiRealty. I mean, we even add Twitter to the mix, but a lot of folks in the real estate space don't use Twitter as much. But Twitter is great for millennials. So if you don't have Twitter, I'd start to think about implementing the channels with Twitter as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the saying, if you want to catch a fish, then you should fish where the fish are.
Yeah, 100%. And, the interesting opportunity with social that you don't have with some of these analog channels is that if somebody sees you in your content and, whatever you're putting out there, that content could get shared, right? So you're reaching an even broader audience. Like that, with the click of a button, they can share it to their network. So your brand is going out even further than you initially expect when you first put out your piece of content. That's something that you can't do with a shopping cart, right? Or a mailer. Usually that's just going in the garbage. It's not like somebody's going to take that mailer and go give it to their friend. That doesn't happen that often. But with social, your name and your message can be spread far and wide and be seen in places that you never imagined. So that's a huge opportunity there.